Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. New ideas with a sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Grand Rising people. It's a beautiful day. But for all of my subscribers and listeners out there, I'm sorry, I'm having technical difficulties this morning because I'm not able to access my Facebook account live, and I'm not able to access my YouTube account live. I don't know. I hope I'm not blocked out or kicked out of anything. So if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, could somebody give a shout out and tell me where they're watching from? Because I have no live on YouTube or Facebook. Hey, it's my super producers, Molly Mall and Big Trey. How are y'all feeling today? And are y'all able to get on Facebook and YouTube? Because something's
we on Facebook and YouTube when it comes to technical part, don't even speak on it. Let me speak on it. Cause you be having us looking like we don't know what we doing over here, and you don't know what you doing. We
Well,
live. Josh watching on live Facebook. Were you watching from LA? And you watch from the Morning Max show page? Who watching from YouTube? But we live on both. I'm watching
I
on
know he's
both.
watching from the Morning Max Show page because I seen his notification on there.
Okay.
okay, I must be suspended on both then because I
You ain't
can't.
suspended, Reese.
You're not suspended because your account is available. The account is
Okay,
unlocked, so it's
I'm
not.
trying to
That's not it. But
guess.
we'll figure
Not,
that out,
you
like
don't know how
after
to.
this. That's
Yeah, it's
fine
all
for
right.
right
I'm gonna
now.
send it to the group so
The
you can
Morning
get
Max
to
Show,
it. They probably
page right there.
hiding it
So
from you. Facebook be hiding posters sometimes.
yeah,
Can't even
right.
find the live,
And then I'm like,
but I can find it.
okay, so then that way I can send it to the viewers that everybody from my page. Um,
Yeah, I
it's
got
just the monopoly of going on. So
you. No worry. That I got it.
no worries. Okay, no worries, man. But the heat is something to worry about. Oh, Chuck Schumer felt the heat yesterday. His butt passed out at the White House. The heat is no joke. I'm trying to tell y'all got to stay hydrated, stay out of it. It's even causing sun blotches over here. But like I was saying, over there in Europe, where they're not used to the UK, where they're not used to the heat like this, they're having a hard time over there across the water as well. And now, usually, one side be cold, one side be hot. But Europe, over there in the UK, I don't even think they got air conditioner over there because they're not a hot area. Um, their climate is different from ours. But to see they're spiked in the elevation and the heat over there makes me wonder who's heating up the pot across the world. Something is heating something up for them to be hot too. And we hot all up and down the coast. And they firing all the missiles in the water. Is that heating up everything? I don't know. That's just a conspiracy theory that I got everybody's talking about global warming and everything heating up. Something is definitely heating up. But on brighter news, I want to send my niece and nephew, the twins, thing one and thing two, happy birthday. Happy birthday to them chicken McNuggets. I love them. Auntie love them. They grown. They grown, big old rusty ass boys and girls. They grown. They not little no more. No more man or woman. I think they're turning 29. 28. 29 or 28. They're not 30 yet. I know that. So I think they are turning 28, if I'm not mistaken. Because my own
Yeah.
my own chicken nugget is 32. So yeah, them chicken nuggets, I think they 28. They turning 28. That's about right. Or maybe it's not. I don't remember. Look, Molly, we didn't even mention yesterday it was Michael Jackson's anniversary, the day that he passed. Yesterday, so much stuff was going on in my mind yesterday. I totally forgot. Do y'all ever
Now
like?
that makes sense. Why I kept saying Michael Jackson posters. I didn't even pay that no attention. It just Mike. I always see Mike.
Yeah, and I saw a lot of Mike and Prince. I said, what are they trying to start up? But I think that's what they was trying to assimilate. The two greats are gone. The goats, the greatest of all times for our generation, is gone. And what I like about that the music still plays on, that the kids still know those artists who they are even after they gone. They've been gone for a minute now. Let me see. Mike been gone for over a decade. And Prince been gone for 9 years, almost a decade. So, yep. Oh man, I'm telling you. And I also wanted to make mention and give my sister prayers, a shout out. She was rushed to the hospital yesterday morning. So, Nicole Farrington, I love you, and my prayers and well wishes are with you. She was tuning in to the show the other day, and I just I love her. I just wanted to let her know that, and keep watching, girl. Keep watching. She said she was at work and caught the show. She said that we talk about good topics and she found it interesting. I said, well, that's good. That was her first time watching the show. A lot of people don't never get a chance to check the show out because they're either at work or it's just not on their mind, especially with family members. But if you guys could, when you see the show come in, if it's no more than just say hi, drop that quick
You
hello,
got a guest in.
comment, and share. Oh, thank you. I got a guest. Hear no evil, see no evil. That's my boy Victor. Is that Victor Jr.?
Yeah, that's me. What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on? Well,
I'm
tell the
good.
world. Well, let me start by giving you a nice formal introduction. This is my boy Victor. We was on Comics and Life together last year. I think it was the last year show, early part of this year. This year was Stefan Braxton. I found him hilarious. He tickled me, and let him tell you his full name. I don't always call him Victor because I can't pronounce the first name, and I ain't messing it up.
Well, first of all, let me make sure my camera angle good. We good?
Yeah, we can see you.
Yeah,
Okay.
you good.
All right, cool. Well, good morning, y'all. My name is Zephyrin Victor. My stage name is See No Evil. I'm from Florida, down here in Fort Lauderdale. Do my comedy down here and pretty much anywhere I'm called. The thing about me is that I'm a totally blind entertainer. So my, I've been totally blind for 15 years. I actually went blind twice in my life and it's not coming back. So we just gonna roll with it. I'm also an actor, motivational speaker, as well as a Paralympic sports athlete. So I do a lot.
Yes, it sounds like you do a lot. So how is it down in Fort Lauderdale area? Are you married, single? Do you have children?
Yeah, and just because you asked all those questions at once, it just sounds like a questionnaire that I'm checking the boxes. Next, what's your ethnic background? But yeah, I do.
No,
I
you're
do have.
white. We can see that you're white. We
Oh,
can see.
really? Um, yeah, I'm 45. I have three kids. I got three boys, 20, 16, and
What's up,
8.
Todd?
Team
Um,
still in the building.
what's happening,
That ain't
bro?
Marv. Stop playing with my. That's our guest from down Florida. He do like Marv with them shades on, though. That ain't Marv.
What they do, I'm gonna tell you, Victor, because we have the people that type in, or the audience will type in, and when you hear them randomly speaking like that, they're reading the comments. Because Victor
Oh,
stopped like he
yeah.
was like cold. He was like, wait a minute,
Oh yeah,
is my microphone on?
when you guys are talking, just to explain to you, when you guys are talking, sometimes I don't read the full comment. I'll try to wait for a gap in between dialogue to read. So you may
Uh-huh.
just hear me say random names, but those are people that are popping in. So I'll say like their full name, just so you know, like who it is,
Mhm.
especially if they came in to support you. So
Just acknowledging them. Yeah, I got you. I got you.
okay.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
You was at your
What?
son's. You said
Yeah,
I got the age 16 and 20.
16, 20, and 8.
Ooh, 8-year-old. That's interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I thought I was done. I wasn't.
Mm, that little 8-year-old came running out that sack. Like, I'm
Yeah,
here.
yeah. See, you know, in a comedian's life, everything is funny, right? You find the humor in everything, but I mean, to me, I don't know if it was funny or not. All of my kids' mothers told me that they couldn't have kids, and somehow they had kids. They had kids.
Wow, you got a mother for each child.
I do.
Well, at least you gave each child their own mama.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna get you a mama, and you a mama, and all of these
This
mamas
ain't the
couldn't have no
Oprah show. What
kids.
you doing?
Yeah,
You got
this
some
ain't over.
miracle cake batter, baby batter. It's some miracle batter. Because you
Yeah.
made these infertile women fertile. You said all three of them said they couldn't have kids.
All
Now,
three of
boom,
them.
You got the
Yeah,
magical sperm.
it must have been something I was eating. I don't know.
It was the anointed on your sperm. That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember ever putting nothing in the holy water like that, but yeah.
I don't know. You must have dipped in the waters of Lake Minnetonka a little too long. It came out blessing everybody. You get a baby. You get a baby. Who can't have no babies? Who can't? They're gonna be lined up around your house, bro. You done said
No,
that. They got the magic sperm, y'all. It can make the infertile woman
Thank
fertile.
you, Reese. Thank
You
you.
see, she trying to advertise me like I'm around here planting
Yeah,
trees in the
like
yard
I
and
mean,
stuff. Like,
dang, she trying to make some money
Yeah.
off you or something. You
But
just got
that-
on here.
but
Slow
Right.
down.
You gonna have me walk around here with like Nick Cannon with the turban on?
Mhm.
Yeah, right out there, populating.
but that's what they, doctors don't get it right. We all know medical, like Trey always say, practice is a practice, and they know they practice.
Well, why we blaming the doctors? Hold on, why we blaming the doctors on this? Why women ain't just lying?
Well,
'Cause
I'm
I
about
heard
to
that
say,
story
you didn't
plenty
wait
of
till
Yeah, I
times.
you
mean,
didn't let
I
me
can't
finish.
have kids. They want to have kids. Oh, you was
Maybe
gonna
that
say that.
could
My
be that
bad. You was
true.
gonna say
But
that. You was gonna
you cut
say
me
that.
off. You
I
let me
forgot.
finish.
Yeah, you was gonna say that after you blame the doctors. You was gonna blame the
No,
women. That
I wasn't going to talk about that. I was going to talk about myself because the doctors told me that I couldn't have kids, and I was
Did
blessed.
they?
Yes, they did.
she used that line before.
That Kaiser Permanente.
So
No,
he was just
Kaiser
leaving it in.
Permanente.
Did you
Hey,
tell your boyfriend that?
it was like, let's see if it works.
Yeah.
I should have sued. I had problems, and they told me, "Oh, you ain't gonna handle, everything." My body was weird because my thyroids and my hormones wasn't jiving right, and they told me that I wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to have no kids, and I cried like a baby. The whole time I'm crying like a baby. I had a baby in me.
They both
Yeah.
was working at the same time,
They
wasn't
both was working at the same damn time, and I was scheduled going for a procedure, and they didn't check to see if I was pregnant because I missed the appointment time. We got there late, and they had to reschedule my surgery. They was going if they did the surgery, I wouldn't have had no child. And ain't that jacked up? I guess back then because of your color, they just
Yeah,
like
they ain't want to give
whatever
you all
they
that attention.
experimented, practicing, and it was like, oh, we got to do this procedure right here where we're going to take the top part of your cervix off and all this and that, and you be like,
Whoa.
oh, mm-hmm.
Wait, was the doctor white?
Yes, it was
Is
it
your
was Kaiser Permanente. Where Kaiser Permanente was just the practice. When they first started out, they was horrible, horrible, horrible. I got the medical documents to prove it. So I ain't kicking out no on false press. I'm telling you what happened to me. They misdiagnosed my thyroid. I had a cluster of 4 tumors in my neck. They said it was fat. And I'm like,
Wait.
it's sticking
What?
out like a young
They
ball.
probably
Wait.
saying your ass
They
shouldn't
said it
have
was
no
fat. They
kids.
They
said
missed
fat neck
everything.
syndrome.
In no type of shape to have any kids.
They was
You got to do neck exercises.
Neck little hut to shit.
Yeah, like they telling you what it is. Your
They
ass in
said,
that
man,
joint.
it's just fat neck. Don't worry about
She
it.
was like I went and did my own exercises and not
Yeah,
I
I
don't
can
know.
go
You
ahead
gonna be
on.
able to
That's
have
all
no
happened.
baby. Not with this
Yeah.
neck. You ain't gonna be able to have a baby.
They said, no, we can't. I don't know. You pushing it.
it was a bunch of stuff they was doing.
They were about to do a nectarotomy on you.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that.
It was a bunch of stuff they was
She just
mishandling.
probably needed to get her leg up higher. That's all that
Yeah,
was.
that's all it is. Things take time.
Right?
There was
Yeah.
something already in there. No wonder you couldn't get pregnant. You
Yeah, it's
already
all good.
pregnant.
Man, we gotta get a shot there.
They thought it was a piece of food swimming around in there.
They
It's
say, you
like
know
trying
what?
to
Oh, we got to
But
put
get that.
gas in a full tank. This shit full already. Can't take no
no,
more gas.
but they messed up a couple of folks. So I'm
They ain't
glad
put
and
you
I'm
to sleep,
thankful
did
that
they?
my son is here. So I was one of
We
those
should be
ones
thinking something happened to her. She made it all about her now. We talking about these women that he.
that's what I'm saying.
This shit happened to him multiple times. I'm like, he ain't these women lying to him. They
Oh
probably know
well,
each other and everything. They probably buddies. He can't
Yeah.
see. They done got my man. We better come help
Oh,
you out in
man.
Florida. They friends. He done got all that. They got a fucking pregnancy pack.
Hey, this.
You know, I don't know, Victor,
At least you gonna
baby.
take it. Now the
Ooh.
doctors they
Pregnancy
do be
pack,
getting it
though.
wrong because if they got them fat
Sometimes,
necks, so he gonna have him selling necks all day. Make sure
some,
they got the right neck.
Yeah,
I never
sometimes,
heard something.
they
I
got
never heard a
they
doctor
got
say
necks in
like
the
fat
drawer.
neck.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
women say
Never
that
heard a
though. A
doctor
lot of
say
women
fat neck.
say, "Oh, the doctor said I can't have no babies." Then a month later, they pregnant. You like, what? I thought,
Pregnant
they
as
be
shit.
wrong. They don't never know that. Yeah, they want you to go have a
and that,
baby. They done finesse all of y'all to go have babies. Just
Yep.
let him leave
Right.
it in now. No, you good. He can leave it in as much as he want. You won't
Yep.
get pregnant.
Yep.
Go ahead and
Now
shoot the
that's
club
your
up. You good?
yeah. Now that's your
Yeah,
delivery
shit don't even
doctor.
work no more.
You getting checked out. That's more money for them. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, you should give some advice, ladies. If y'all for some reason you cannot have a baby, no matter who shoot the club up, it's just the people just not coming out. Do some
Right.
neck exercises.
Yeah. Do some
no, now they
stretching.
swallowing all the babies. Let them do what they do. This was 33
Oh
years
Mm,
wow.
ago.
no, you don't want to do that. That's going in the wrong spot, wrong lips, wrong lips.
Hey.
Protein.
Hey.
She be alright. Good protein for her.
It's a
It might help
detour.
out with the neck.
Hey, the neck.
What
I'm
up,
like,
Phil?
You'll
Neck
be having babies in
aerobics.
no
We're gonna
time,
start that. We're gonna start a business.
right?
well, you know what? Look, there've been crazier business started and blooming. See no evil. You might be on to something there.
Yeah, one eight
Mhm.
hundred get neck.
Get neck.
Call
Get
it today,
next.
toll free.
Great rising, Phil. We
Ah,
here.
What's up,
shit.
Cap?
Well, we're
What's up,
chilling
Phil?
this morning with our special guest,
What up,
Mr.
Phil?
See No Evil.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
Phil, he
here.
lost. But go ahead. I'm sorry. So you got the 3 babies.
hmm Okay, I don't remember the other questions. Go ahead.
So you know, how is it down there? You said it was great in Florida. So
No, I
you were
actually
born.
didn't.
Oh, okay. Let's hear
He
it.
said, "No,
Look,
It,
actually, no. Wait,
is
there's
that
more."
yeah, there's more. Yeah,
okay.
Go
it's
ahead. You
actually been
good?
raining for the past couple of days. It's been a little dry this year. It's been raining here and there, but past couple of days it's been raining. Getting the grass wet and all that stuff. So a couple of thunderstorms don't came through, and but otherwise, we got sun down here. It's hot.
I feel you on
Yeah.
that.
It's up. It's like 100 degrees up here. So I
Can
No,
I
know
we
it.
don't we
ask?
don't do that. We don't get that
Can I
high.
can I ask with someone who's never spoken to you before? What drove you towards comedy?
Okay, what drove me? What happened is that I have a cousin that's in the music industry.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all heard of the group Black Violin.
Okay.
But he's one of the two violinists, and he was just going through his phone back in 2015, and he was like, "Hey, the improv is giving comedy 101 classes. I think you should take it." I was like, "Comedy? What I'm doing with comedy?" He was like, "Listen, you already quick on your feet with comebacks and stuff like that. Just see how it goes." I was like, "Is it free?" He was like, "Nah, you got to pay for it." I thought about it. I was like, "All right, I'll try it." I asked my girlfriend at the time. I asked my mom, and it was like, "Go ahead and try it. And you'll see what's up." So it was a 6 week class. At the end of the class, they put us on stage in front of a packed house,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest is history. I've just been doing it ever since then.
Shoot, that's right. I ain't mad at that at all. Shoot, big up
Okay.
to that. Big ups to trying something. I'm not mad at that at
Right?
all.
So you've been
Shoot.
Eh,
doing that was 2015. You said.
Yeah, yeah. It's
You,
gonna be 10 years next month.
You have
oh
any
wow.
big moments that
Next
are
month,
highlights
10
for you?
years.
Oh, I appreciate the hand clap. Yeah, I have. When it comes to sharing the stage with big names. Last
Of
year I was
course.
on stage with when was it in November? I was on stage with Keenan Thompson. Been
Yeah.
on yeah,
That's my
and then
childhood right there, so I already know. Yeah.
yeah, he a cool dude, man. He as cool as he act on TV. He cool people.
That's what's
He
up.
took the time to talk to me, ask questions. Like, "I'm looking forward to seeing you, man." I was like, "Oh yeah, I can't say the same, but
you you said I'm looking forward to seeing you. Oh, I heard you mention that you got your site back, you lost it. You had your
Yeah.
sight, you lost it, then you lost it again. How did that happen?
When I was 10 years old, yeah, and they noticed that I was having eye issues like squinting at the TV and, reading papers and stuff when I was like 5 years old. So that we had to move closer to a school that catered to helping me with my vision. So, it just was slowly going. They did a surgery that I don't remember, but you know, I had to start wearing glasses, and then one of my eyes went, my right eye went, and this was due to hereditary stuff going through the family. So it affects one boy in every family on my mom's side, like through the women. The women pass on the gene, and it happens to one boy. And I was the lucky caller. Um, I don't even know when my right eye went, but they just kept a monitor on my left eye. I was going to doctor's visits, and my doctor went to go do his own practice, so they left me to a doctor that just came out of school. And when they come out of school, they automatically thinking they can do cure everything. And he wanted to do some experimental stuff. My dad wanted me to have my sight back, and the surgery is only 50-50. That's not good
Mm,
odds. That is not good odds. And he did his little surgery. I came out of it. I was seeing okay. Then one day I was in school on a Friday playing Mario 2 with my classmates, and everything just went pink. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I had to pass the controller to my homeboy, and I just had to sit there. I can't even tell you how I made it through that weekend, because I played football. I was trying to play video games. I didn't even tell my dad until Monday, and he rushed me to the doctor, and that doctor had don't skip town.
mm.
And yeah, so I went that whole summer with no vision. And on the first day of school, I was walking into the hospital to get a surgery. So I was out of school for like a couple of weeks. But that doctor brought it back, and I held on to it until I turned 30, and 30 is when I actually gave up on it. I was wearing contacts on my left eye only, because my right eye never came back. And I got tired of getting headaches. I got tired of falling asleep, like getting drowsy at work. So I just stopped wearing them. And I can't even tell you the day that it went. I know the year that it went, but not the day, because it may be hard to understand, but I just stopped using it. I stopped trying to see stuff. I came to terms with it. So I didn't go through a depression period like a lot of people do. Because they throughout my life they trained me in case I went blind. So I knew how to do things without going, without sight. So I pretty much still do almost everything that I used to do when I was able to see. Play video games, still ride a bike. I'm an extraordinary type of person. I
How do you
I
do
was
that?
ready.
Play video games and ride a bike with no sight?
Well, with video games, I can't play every game. Like them first person shooters and stuff like that, like Fortnite and all that. They do have accessibility in these games now, to where the games have certain clicks and bells and speech on them, so that we blind people can play. We've been making progress in those things, but I play fighting games like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and I'm damn good at them. And I use my headphones. It's all about using my ears, because nowadays they have this thing called panning, where sound comes out of the left ear, sound comes out of the right ear, and you just make your determination as you go. And practice makes perfect. Um, as far as riding a bike, I can't, us blind people, we can't ride a bike without somebody properly. So they have these things called tandem bikes, the two-seaters like Daisy
Mm,
used to ride.
yeah.
So the sighted person is on the front, the visually impaired person is on the back, and that's how you ride the bike. They steering, you both pedal at the same time. You make things work.
Well, maybe I can ride a bike. Then I have to get a tandem bike. Somebody had to be in front riding, and I could be in the back, pedaling and trying to bounce. I don't know how to ride a bike at all. But
Really,
and I'm like, wow, you
it's
give
great, great
me.
Are
exercise.
you totally blind or partially blind?
No, I'm totally blind. I can't see anything. No, no light perception or nothing.
Wow. I heard
Everything,
Glaucoma,
everything.
and
I
I
paint
got
my own
glaucoma, and I was
pictures.
worrying about that, man.
You breaking up?
Now I say I got glaucoma, and I be worrying about that one
Really? Yeah, that's tough. A lot of that glaucoma is just something that won't go away.
yeah. I
And
I
I have
you
a lot of friends
inspiration.
that had that.
You said a lot of your friends got glaucoma too.
Yeah, it's something that's very common with visual impairment.
Well,
So
I'm
outside of
visually
comedy,
impaired too. I'm sorry, Trey. Go ahead.
oh no, I just want to ask another question. Outside of comedy, do you have groups that you like work with in terms of teaching them or getting them acclimated to their eyesight? Like, do you do any speaking on it and stuff? Like,
Yeah,
any speaking
yeah,
engagements around it?
yeah. I do motivational speaking. I need to do more of it. I've been looking for more speaking gigs. I've been called to travel and speak to groups. That's something that I do a lot of. I help blind people to get jobs. I help blind people to
day. Where
I
you
like that.
get motivation to do things, and speaking to them is one of the things I like doing because it allows me to mix my comedy in with it, so it helps them to relate and open up. It's a lot. They have me speaking to young adults and kids a lot.
Is that based in your area, or do you do like travel and just
Oh no,
be
it can be
resourceful like in
anywhere.
different areas you go to,
Yeah, it
or
can be anywhere. As long as they
okay?
call me and the stipulations are right, I'll be there.
So
where
I
may I
you
don't I
ask
don't
where
located?
mind
you're
it at
based
all. I
from?
actually love doing it.
May I ask where you? I'm sorry, not cutting you off. It's a little delayed on my screen for me, but may I ask where you're based from?
I'm in Fort Lauderdale,
Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Florida.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. That was
yeah.
for Phil's question. He was asking. I think he was
Yeah.
asking where you were
Yeah.
located.
Now, what I was going to say, you give me inspiration because I've been battling on my end with eyesight issues myself. I got to go
Really?
every month to get
Mm-hmm.
these injections in my eyes, and I can't.
Ouch. Ugh.
Duh, and I can't see. I be trying to tell the people, and that's something you don't never get used to. Both eyes. I got to get the Ozurdex injection, and then every month they're giving me two types of eye stuff. One is
Really?
yeah, they had me on that day go
Ouch.
Aaliyah. Aaliyah gave me the headaches. Then they switched me to Vabasmo. Vabasmo wasn't helping. Now they're giving me Aaliyah HD right along with the Ozurdex injections. And I'm asking my doctor, how long is this going to go? And it came from them. I was bleeding in the back of my head. I got
Mm.
sick and started bleeding in the back of both eyes. So they lasered off the bleeding, the veins, because it was bleeding into nowhere, just into the back of the eyes.
It got to
And
your retina?
huh?
Did it get to your retina?
No, but this is what they did do. They started giving me the Ozurdex injections, what caused me to have cataracts. So when they did the cataract removal surgery on the left eye, I developed scar tissue over that eye. Then they said, okay, we're gonna laser that eye. 'Cause, I'm like, good, googly muggly. So now they said they've gone as far as they can, and they said that my left eye, I have nerve damage that is dead from when I was in the hospital, didn't get enough oxygen. So the
Yeah.
left part of the nerve in the left eye, whatever part of that the retina is damaged. Because I was like, what about eye implants? What about this? It was like, girl, your thing is damaged. Your nerve is damaged over there. We done burnt your eye out trying to fix the cataract, and then also your nerve in your left eye is damaged. So
Okay, I'm gonna have to get ready to bounce out of here. I'm in Atlanta. I gotta find my hotel.
I love
okay,
coming to
you at
Atlanta. That's my
ATL,
first most
Phil?
fun place to go to perform. I love it.
And that's still Black Hollywood. It's still
You at
Yeah.
Florida
ATL?
They
for
actually
real.
come out to have fun in Atlanta. They don't
Oh
come out
yeah,
there acting like it's an 8-hour driving class. I love it.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll let y'all know tonight.
I
Where you
hate
back? Where you playing at? We didn't know you in Atlanta. Where you at?
Yeah, I don't even know the name of this club. Let me look it up. I'll send y'all the flyer.
for sure.
Bill is somewhere in Atlanta tonight, folks. He's somewhere.
Knock them dead, homie. Knock them dead.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
gonna
don't.
start.
Hey, I don't know about going places in Georgia and don't know where you're going now.
Yeah, what? Yeah, know where you at.
I,
Yeah,
That sounded a little scary.
be
Now.
aware.
I
So be
kind of
careful.
feel good about this because I'm in the hood.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
There's
All
no
right.
place like home.
Yeah, hey, no problem. The guns are just a little smaller.
Yeah, that's
A
all
little
it is.
smaller.
I'm gonna sit my porch tonight and watch the gunfight.
And you can tell he in the hood. That phone cutting up.
All right, Phil, we love you. Oh, Grand Rising, JoJo baby. Was JoJo baby?
Yeah, it looked like he was in here, but I don't know if he was lost signal or
I
will
just
be,
saw a
popping back
J.
on. He'll probably be popping back on. That's
Okay,
okay.
okay.
I'm gonna just tell you though, um, the irreparable problems are usually associated with the retina. Once they say your retina has scar tissue on there, that's a
Mm-hmm.
real problem. They haven't found a way to really fix that yet. So if they say they burning through your retina and stuff like that, that's not good news. And it's up to you to determine when they're actually being experimental on you. And I tell people that all the time. There comes a point where you got to say that's enough,
Yeah.
or go see someone else because they did that to my cousin. Like I said, it affects boys in my family, and one of my cousins actually went blind before I did. He's younger than me, but he went blind before I did, and they would call him into the doctor like a couple times a month, maybe. Yeah, I don't remember how many times, but they would just stick him with the needle in his eye and just drain blood out of it. I was like, they're not touching my eyes anymore. Everybody
Yeah.
knows nobody's touching my eyes anymore. There's nothing to see here. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not seeing nothing and you ain't seeing nothing, so don't touch me.
There's
Right.
nothing to see. And I ain't gonna
Right,
see. There's nothing for you to see.
right.
Ain't
And
see
I
nothing.
So
I
can I
told them
ask?
don't let them
Oh,
do
I'm
that.
sorry.
Just stop. No, it's cool. I'm just like you have to determine that, when you get sick, start feeling sick too often, and you don't feel like it's doing you any better, you just got to say stop.
Now,
Mm.
wanted to ask a question, and I also don't want to be
Ask me what you got
insensitive
to
when I
ask me,
ask.
bro.
I was
Ask me
saying,
what
I
you got
don't
to
want to be
ask me.
insensitive. So when it comes to when it comes to practice, like I imagine, I'm not a comedian, but everyone around here and most of the people that are on these panels, in and out, happen to be comedians. When it comes to like retaining your jokes, retaining your, so do you, my ask, because there's so many innovative ways to like type stuff and verbalize and speech and audio stuff to
Hmm.
remember. So how do you? May I ask your process on how you like do your practicing and how you retain stuff? Because some people like to write things, jot things down. Some people want to type their stuff up in their laptop. May I ask how you do that?
To be 100% honest with you, I
Hmm.
don't. It's in my
Okay.
head.
Wow.
It's in my
Okay.
head. There's a lot of stuff in my head, a lot of stuff that's gonna be under the dirt with me when I go. And I have forgotten jokes before. If you're a comedian, you're taught that once you come up with a premise, you need to write it down because you could forget it. And I have forgotten things and then remembered them. Some things are lost until they, something reminds me of it. But no, I don't. I can put it in my computer. I do use my laptop. Um, you have voice notes on your phone now that
Of
you can
course.
record
Yeah.
your voice, but I don't use any of that. I just, for me, once it comes to my head, I'm thinking on it. I'm finding ways to perfect it. Go to an open mic, practice it, and that's it.
When you
And I
when you, Go ahead. I'm
go ahead.
sorry. Oh.
Oh, I was saying I usually have, my jokes are usually situational, so I don't know what I'm going to say um on stage until I actually get there and listen to what everybody else is talking about because my life is an adventure. I have a joke for everything. So my jokes are situational and I'll be reminded of things once I hear people what they're laughing at. They could be talking about balls on stage. They could be talking about their kids. I can relate to everything. It's just that I put my own twist on it because, for lack of better words, I'm looking at it from a different eye than y'all.
So when it comes to your senses, do you think it's not? I would never say it's better for someone not to see, but in terms of someone getting like stage fright, you're is it? Do you think it's worse that you're relying on listening to the energy in the room versus seeing it, or do you think that not seeing it and listening and taking in the audience and hearing them is better?
Um,
That might be a crazy question, but I
no,
would wonder. as far as using my senses, if I had to rely on just the hearing the audience to feel the energy versus seeing how wild and ecstatic they may be or not. But
Yeah, you're right.
okay,
Um, I guess it's a gift and a curse at the same time because
understood.
I've been acting since I was in elementary school. They had me in all kind of plays and programs and stuff like that. And I remember, like I said, I paint my own pictures, so I remember seeing the faces of the audience members as they're watching me. They're paying attention to everything that I'm doing, my movements and stuff like that. So, I can paint my own picture when I'm up there based on the sounds, and I don't know you there until you make a sound.
Right.
So,
What's up, Rico?
I I would say uh it can be the same. It can be the same. Uh, I mean, if I'm on stage doing bad and people are looking at me like they're bored, as opposed to me being blind and not hearing any laughs, I would say it's a little less embarrassing, maybe.
Okay.
But, if they're having a good time and they're whispering to each other, you know, or tapping each other, laughing and stuff like that, of course I can't see that. So their sounds are what matters to me. So, I mean, I look at it as if, it's still the same to me. It's just me paying attention to what's going on. Am I listening to the different areas of the crowd and what's going on? That's why when I come off stage, I ask people that were in the audience, how did you feel the audience was reacting while I was up there,
Right. Okay. No,
Yeah.
that's fine. Shoot, I'm all for
Okay.
that. I'm all for
Uh,
somebody moving
I,
forward regardless.
I
That is a great testament to people that are trying to do something, people that have goals and stuff, and they're not sure if they can achieve it. To see somebody that is pushing forward regardless, like there's no excuse. So that even makes
yeah.
and puts a little shift in my mind that hey, be grateful for the things that you can do. Be grateful for your senses. Be grateful to see and hear and and do things
Mhm,
because people like and number one, people that can no longer, are pushing forward harder than I am. You out here in this
mhm.
comedy world, and I want to give you your grace just to say that that's what's up.
Thanks.
That's
Thanks.
what's up.
And
So,
I
but
look to motivate people. I don't. I hear that there are a few other black comedians out there, a couple of, people who may have seen me and decided they want to start doing it too. I'm like, the average person to get mad, be like, no, I need to be the only blind comedian. Go ahead
mm,
and do it. Just as
yeah,
long as you're not taking my jokes, I'm fine with that. There needs
yeah,
to be more. I'm not doing this just for me. You know what I'm saying?
that's right.
Just can we can even be on the same show, just as long as you don't have my jokes, you know what I'm saying? Then we fine. I encourage you to do that. And I was in a competition once, and a guy, this white guy, he came up in front of everybody, and he was like, I don't know if I want to be a part of this competition anymore. And they
mm,
was like, why? I was like, there's um two people the two types of people that I can't that nobody can win against. Kids and disabled people. They got too much
Mm,
to talk about. Like, damn. I was like,
mm,
whoa. I said, whoa, but then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, you kind of do have an advantage because you do have more material
yeah,
to play with. But it's
yeah.
just how
It's
you
infinite.
you
It won't
deliver
run
it.
out either. It ain't
Right.
gonna
But
run out
it's
neither.
it's how you deliver it. Even when I came out, I did excellent that first night. But as I kept going and trying new jokes, people in the audience and other comedians was like, this is why they didn't laugh. You told this joke, it may have been funny, but we can't relate to it. So you gotta convert your
Makes
jokes
sense.
to make it relatable. And that was some of the best advice that I got.
Makes
mm.
sense. Yeah, I'm glad that they have all these innovative things that have came out as far as technology and means to make things easier. Like I wish that if I were to have a conversation with anyone that had any type of impairment or the sickness or anything, I wish that I could just drop $20,000, $100,000 to you know to pay for things that we're not we haven't reached yet in terms of like medical advances and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It just like I said, to see somebody that is doing a lot more than I am as someone with vision, that is so much, that's a lot of motivation. That does a little something to me. Um, I'm glad that you're, here sharing and talking to us and everything, because I feel like I needed a little lift up and a little shift, because I'm, trying to
Yeah,
do little things, but I realize that it kind of gives me a reset to let me
good.
know, hey, you don't have too many reasons. Like if I were to look at myself in the mirror and talk to myself, like, hey, I don't have too many reasons why I need to pick it up. I need
Yeah,
to do more, so that definitely is motivational. But I'm happy that so much has come uh, to the forefront as far as like means of assisting people that have like issues with any like vision or walking around or whatever it may be or navigating. But I'm glad that there's a lot of things out here to assist. I hope that you have people around you that you can definitely trust, and I hope that if you don't already do that, you have a plan on how you want to build some type of team for yourself, because I would love to see somebody that motivated, like, well, that motivated, and that, certain words I don't even have for you, but someone that motivated, I would love to see them like take off.
yeah.
A lot of
Uh,
people in this earth, like, you know,
Victor, speaking of your team, do you have a team around you that help you um, navigate through the comedy world? Like, do you have somebody like a set? You have a manager, agent. How are you getting through this? The comedy things.
Well, I have somewhat of a manager. He's actually it's someone that when I came into the comedy game, he was doing comedy already. He disappeared and then started filming movies and stuff, and he's trying to manage me, but he said he needs to find me a manager, and I know I do. I feel like I'm wasting my talent kind of right now because um I go to sleep feeling like I'm on stage. I just feel like I all you need to do is put me in front of the people and I'll do what I
and let
do.
it happen. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
and I'm not doing enough of that right now. Not with the speaking, not with the comedy, not with the acting. I feel like I could be doing a whole bunch more, but I'm not because I just don't have the manpower going out there to bat for me. So I'm looking, I'm looking with no eyes. I'm trying to find these people.
well, you have a comment that's towards you in the comment section. One of our homies that's dear to the show, and pretty much everybody that, for the most part, everybody around here says, "I love this brother's attitude. I can't wait to hear from him. Like hear
Oh,
whatever comes from
appreciate
him."
it.
You know?
Thank you, appreciate it. I
Yeah.
got material out there. I got social media pages. I, I my style is I talk about me. I throw in current events and references. I'm an '80s baby, so I take it back. But
Okay. You
I,
got a little
I
seasoning, a little. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Uh huh.
a little Crisco
Okay.
oil and stuff.
All right.
I take it back. I love to. I'm not a ABC 1 2 3 type of comedian. If you're gonna come see me, you're gonna have to use your brain. I'm not giving you no Humpty Dumpty type jokes.
Yeah. So what
And
would you say your content is like? Do you lean more towards I don't know your terminologies for certain content, so forgive me. So I don't, how you have clean jokes, you have clean comedy, and then you have like more, you have some people
yeah,
that get real raunchy, and you have some people
raunchy.
that are kind
Yeah,
of middle ground. Where would you say that you are with your comedy? If not universal, you might do it all. I
I
don't know.
adapt. I do. I adapt. To be honest, I get calls for different type of shows. I've done erotic shows. I've done the church shows. I've done children's shows. I can do anything. Just
Definitely
just put
variety.
just put me in front of them.
Definitely
I
variety
I
then.
have yeah, it is because I
Yes,
have
sir.
experience in so many different places. Like I said, I if you put me in front of them, I promise I got at least a good amount of time for it. And I put all of that together. I do have enough for a special. Um,
I know that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like money. That's
yeah,
what the wave is right now.
it
Is
is.
media. It's content like that. So
It
Mm-hmm.
is.
big
And
ups
my
to you on
brain
that
is
one.
constantly working. My brain, you know, I I come up with my own skits, and as long as I have somebody to film it for me, it usually goes awesome because they
That's the wave as well.
yeah,
That's the
my
wave as
home
well.
my homie told me, he said, "How is a blind man directing a skit right now?" He was like, "How you gonna tell me where to stand and what to do?" But it always comes out good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a thinker. I'm constantly thinking, spot and doing. spontaneous stuff. So that's just me.
I don't know how knowledgeable you are of Keenan in general, like outside of the event that you did. But do you know whether Keenan performed in Atlantic City or not?
That's where I performed with him at.
Oh, okay, okay. Because you had a comment from LA Josh Preston in the comments. I must forget. Remember to read the names, but it says LA Josh Preston. And it says I think I did a show with him in Atlantic City with Keenan Presents. So
Elijah,
Keenan
Elijah. That
what's
presents.
sounds
up, Anna?
familiar. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, LA
Elijah.
Josh Preston. It might be somebody that you need to add on Facebook and talk to because he's a comedian as well. But I believe you guys were in the same location. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, it's comedian see no evil. That's how you look me up. Comedian see no evil. SEENOEVIL. Just make sure you put comedian first. I tried to add as many people as I could while I was there,
Hmm.
but I don't know if you go through this or not. But when you're on stage and you give people your social media, they still don't do it.
Yep. Yeah.
You
Yes.
get
Yes.
up,
Yeah,
you
No,
get
you're
off
right.
stage. They
yeah.
get off stage and you having a conversation with them. Did you look me up? Oh no, let me do it now. So you mean if I didn't stand here and talk to you, you wouldn't have did it?
Exactly. Pull out your phone. Look me up. Follow me. I'm here on
They don't
this
listen.
platform. This
Yeah.
platform.
I
You know.
honestly, I
And I make
stopped.
it simple for them. I make it so simple. My name is the same everywhere. I made sure that I chose a name that my name had the same spelling, the same amount of letters everywhere from my email to all of my social
Won't you
media
get one of those?
platforms.
Won't you get one of those QR code wristbands that people can tap their
Oh, they
phone with,
have
like Apple
wristbands
Pay?
now?
Hell yeah, man! That's what I'm talking about with the technology. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get me one when I get to that level and actually need it. But
Let
it's a
me do
QR code
that.
wristband, kind of fits
Good.
around your wrist like a Fitbit. But they tap their phone, and that QR will take them straight, and they tap it like
I
Apple
like
Pay
that.
or
That's
like
hot.
so. They no excuse. I'm eliminating the excuse. I don't want nobody. Oh, I forgot. I lost it when I wrote it down. Nah, no, you
Yeah.
scan this
So you
QR and it'll take them straight to what you're trying to show them. So
so
I
you
would
mean to tell
suggest
me
that.
cards are out?
Yeah. Like
I ain't
they
got to walk around
everything
with
is
them in my
like,
pocket no more.
yeah, ain't no excuse no more. Ain't no I gotta make some more cards and all that. You can have somebody scan your QR or
That's
like with their
hot.
camera, scan it if you have it on something. But
Because I started having some shirts with it with the QR code on it. I ain't even got
smart
to do
too.
that no more. The
You
wristband,
ain't even
let's
gotta do that
go.
no more. Tap the joint. That's all they gotta do. Tap their phone.
Like you smell good, girl. Like,
LA Josh Preston said he thought that was you. You're a funny dude.
thanks, I appreciate it, homie.
Yeah. So y'all definitely y'all make that happen because I would love to be in the midst of meeting and talking to somebody like you too. So
Yeah,
that's dope.
listen. If any of you comedians ever come down to South Florida, we got stages, and I definitely can get you on, man. I love to travel. That's why I was up there. I love to travel. As long as it makes sense, I'll be there.
What would
Yeah.
you say is your
That's
most challenging environment? Because you said you like are into variety now.
Black
Um,
crowd,
say it again.
black crowd.
you said you said it so fast that it made me
I already
ask
know
you
black
twice. Not
crowd.
even-
no.
Okay,
Why?
so
Why is our
yeah, I was gonna
people
say
so
why.
challenging?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why, and it's gonna make sense once I say it. You know,
Yeah,
black
you start
people
out.
are very, very unforgiving. They'll look at me walking up to the stage, holding on to somebody's shoulder, and be like, "Who let him out the house? What he finna do?"
Oh man. Oh man.
Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm
And
lying.
we all know how we can be or
Yeah,
how our
judging books
environment.
by their cover,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's why when I get up in front of the black crowds, a lot of the times and I know it's a lot of women, my opening joke is I need y'all to give me a chance, even if it don't work out. The same chance you gave your baby daddy. And they and
That should
that's what
clear
they
the
do. They
room
go,
because half y'all, yeah, that
ooh.
should
I'll be
set
like,
the
yep,
room straight right there.
yep. And I'll be like, yep, it's about to be that type of show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The
Okay, so
white
what
people
about your
come ready
best
to
friend?
laugh. The black folks, it's like they come in there sitting on their funny bone. Like, I gotta get it out you.
You
It
gotta
always
work
seemed
at
to
it.
be
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
they want to be a
Since
part of the
like Batu
show.
Ten Reese, it seemed like every space seems to be that way. And shoot, people be
Yeah.
holding their money so tight that they ain't got enough of maybe one drink and some tater tots or something anyway. So they already kind of seem like they people generally on edge nowadays and all that type of stuff anyway. But what about your best environment? Smoothest environment, like maybe you got the most support. Maybe it just was
Church.
wow,
Church.
Because they ain't
wow.
gonna boo
Church.
you in church.
Nah,
No,
Church Day, they don't
respect
boo
and
you in church.
it's not that. It's that the church wants a change from just sitting there and being at attention.
mm,
You know, they want to
that's so
know
powerful.
about you. The church is more interested in knowing what's going through your head, and they looking to throw it back at you. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a relaxed environment, and they come ready. The church, if the church can show attention to a pastor, up there by himself speaking truth. Now you making that you changing everything up and giving them stuff to laugh at, and they
Mhm.
learning about you at the same time. So that's what intrigues them.
Mm.
Yeah.
Now
You
a
see,
black church, I don't know, that could go either way.
No,
no,
we can't
no,
go
black
left. We know
churches are
that too.
good. I performed at Pastor Maxwell Church down in Newfork, Norfolk. I said Newfork. It
Thank you,
was
Miss Sequoia, for your
Negro
notification
Baptist,
on the Morning Max Show page.
and that was definitely a good experience. And they came to laugh, and it was warm and it felt like a church service actually. And Sweet Baby Keita, Lady Q, and Miss B, with some of the comedians on
Hmm.
that ticket. And
Hmm.
they came from Atlanta. My auntie brought them up from Atlanta to do a show, and it was a beautiful. I felt like I was at one of them awards show, like kind of like, but the audience full, or a lot of black people, mostly all black. They was receptive. They were attentive. They were pleasant. I
Hmm.
I
mean,
love when we give love. I love when that's happening in our environment because that's powerful. That's more powerful than anything I ever put my eyes on. To be honest, anything I
Yeah.
ever chimed into is when we actually are in support of each other because we have the power to move mountains. Like our black dollars are we're realizing everybody's getting woken up to the fact that our black dollars are a lot more valuable than we realize. We have a lot more spin and pull than we realize when we decide not to buy from someone. We decide not to, um, be a consumer of a certain, place or entity or anything like that. So
Hmm.
I want to see more like love and stuff circulating in our
and the
spaces.
church, and the church will buy from you. I didn't know that was this. I
Yeah,
didn't have
they
any
will.
merchandise, and they was like, "Well, we want to buy something from you. What do you have?" I said, "All I have to give is hugs." So I was standing there hugging everybody. Where everybody was selling T-shirts, books, and everything on the table. I said that would never be me again. And
That,
so,
hey, yeah, that's how you come out with some extra money. And
exactly.
the thing is that the church people, they and even on top of support, what they do is they get you other jobs too. And the funniest thing that I've heard from a church gig is, where can I see more of your material? And I tell them, hey, listen, it's not gonna be churchy if you go on TikTok. And they be like, I don't care. And you're like, I'm out here. I'm out here. I
Yeah,
know
just
how
be fair
things go out
warned,
here.
right though. Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm like, okay, I just had to give you a little warning,
yeah.
Don't
Little
had
disclaimer, real quick.
I'm gonna tell you how powerful that stuff is. I did a show last year for a synagogue.
Okay. Wow.
Um, yeah,
Wow. That's different.
it was
That's
very
different.
different. It was parents of autistic children. I mean,
Okay.
autistic children and adults,
Okay.
and they were having an art gallery for the paintings that they did, and they asked me to come in. And the rabbis came up to me telling me raunchy jokes. It was like, you can say what you want to say. I was like,
Hey,
I'm on temple grounds. Rabbi said, I don't
Yeah, I
care.
know.
Make me laugh.
so I don't care.
He did. He told me a couple little sexual jokes. I was like, dang, this what the rabbis be doing?
Yeah,
On
this is
Temple
what y'all into
Grandin.
over here.
Yeah.
Shoot. Do you have any spaces that you won't go into? Like any places that came to mind, or you might not have been presented with anything like that yet, but any space you don't think you would want to go and perform?
No, I can say that I have places that I know that may be sketchy, maybe, let's say, uh, like a shack in the middle of the
One of them holes in the
field
wall
in
joints.
Carolina somewhere. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
okay.
A
Like,
Jeep joint,
In
you
the
don't have a Jeep
right.
backwoods.
joint.
I know what you're talking about. Okay, that makes
They
sense.
ain't even got no lights in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I heard y'all ain't got no lights out here. How you know?
You silly. You silly.
It's just there's always going to be situations in everything in life where you gonna have to decline, you know. And it may be a place where they don't understand my disabled my disabled issues. If I'm talking to you and you don't know what the heck I'm talking about and nobody knows what I'm talking about, I might not need to come there, especially if I'm happen to jump on the plane to get there.
Good morning, Miss Sheila Jackson. What's up? Hello.
Hey, Sheila,
Sheila
Sheila.
Jackson.
Do you know Sheila?
Right, no
She's a
KKK rallies,
comedian
Alan.
No, we're not
from
doing that.
We're
LA.
not doing that. That's what one of the comments said. Alan Williams. He said no KKK rallies with the laughing emojis on.
I'm like, hey, bro,
Yeah,
what, what?
that's what I
Wait,
say too.
is this on your head? What is this?
Right.
Uh-oh, gotta go, gotta
Yeah,
go.
it's my smoking jacket.
So
You
you can
got a
get out
hood
there and
on,
talk to
man?
him. Look, Clayton Bixby did. Say white power, white power,
White power.
Right.
white power. And you can tell him, I didn't know I was black. I thought I was out here amongst my fellow Caucasians
Uh-huh.
on this
So what's
auspicious occasion.
So what's some of your what's the word for it? Things that you want to knock out off of a list. Not a bucket list. I don't believe in saying bucket list, but when it comes to comedy, going into this field, you're gonna see a lot. You're gonna run into a lot. So
Oh yeah, I do run into a lot. Yes, I do.
not in the literal sense, not literally. It's not a pun or a joke or anything like that. But and I like your humor too. I like that you are like that type of person that be laughing at stuff. But no, like what do you think? Some of the things that you want to knock out, if anything. I don't know if you are just navigating and you just learning as you go and you just getting acclimated as time passes, or do you have certain like places or environments you want to be in, certain places or people that you want to be around and have performances?
Yeah, number one, I want to be on Netflix or Prime Video. Those are two places that I
Amen.
want to be.
Me too.
Another thing, I made this goal some years back once I started doing comedy. I want to be able to say, "Hey Alexa, who is comedian See No Evil?" Comedian See No Evil that's what I want to hear,
Mhm.
and it's not there yet. I'm in Google searches, but you I'm not at that celebrity status where Alexa's telling me who I am.
I feel you. Yeah, I understand. I understand exactly what you mean.
I never looked at it that way. How do you get to that status? Because See No Evil, we're on the same path. A lot of similar things where we're trying to have a goal, trying to get to. So what is it that you could do, we could do? How do we get to a Netflix special?
You got to get probably 45 minutes to an hour worth of material, and then you got to get somebody to film it. Then you have to get the audience there to hear it, and then you have to have advertisement. I feel like once you do that, then you present it to them, then they give you an offer, because I've seen some really good stuff on there, or excuse me, should I say heard? I've heard with some really good stuff on there, and I've heard some trash, and it,
Yeah.
Oh my
from
God.
from big
You ain't
names
never
at that.
lied.
Yeah.
From big names where I just turned it off. Like,
Yeah.
and y'all both know it's harder to make other comedians laugh.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
when you goes, you
That's a
running a joke
colleague,
by a comedian. If you
Yeah.
get them to laugh like ha 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 type stuff, it's a good joke, because they're not just gonna giggle at something that's okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But how you feel? Yeah, I'll tell you how I feel about it. It's good. It has potential, but yeah, just try it. When you get that
Well,
kind of answer, it makes you think like, damn, okay, is it really good or what? You know?
well,
Right.
Mr. See No Evil, you have another colleague that's in the building that just joined the chat. He's on the screen with us. Is Funny Man Green. I just
Let me
call him
fix my
that
camera.
David, but
Fix my camera. Hold on.
but
Hey, bro, wave your hand. I can't see
right.
you.
He still can't see you, David. Is you there, David?
Either
Hey,
say something, boy. Let us know
Yeah,
you
we was
there.
yeah we
Oh,
was
there you
on
go,
Stephon Braxton's show together.
Oh, okay.
David.
So you
Where
already
you
all right.
where you
So
from? What
I'm
city
from
you in?
Cumberland, Maryland.
Wait a minute. Wasn't you on the show with her too? With
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I remember you. I remember you. Okay, you was the guy with the messing with people mamas.
sounds like oh, 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 host status. See, everybody know you, man. Everybody know about you.
Listen. My elephant
Damn,
never forgets.
damn, damn. He matching
What's
the
happening,
voice.
bro?
He
Oh,
matching the
nothing
voice with
much.
your host status. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Dang, man.
That boy's a real motherfucker.
Well, I hope
I
everybody
want
around
to
here
know,
is
Victor, how do we
networking.
handle, we with me and you and Dave, we know how it is in the comedy business when people hating on us for no reason. I know I try to ignore people and ignore things. How do you handle negative feedback from your fellow comedians? Somebody that's supposed to show you love and you expect they give you love, but they that hate on you, like you said, don't laugh at your jokes and say negative commentary about you and your material and stuff. How do you handle that? And do you feel that those haters can impact you getting other gigs and future
Yeah,
endeavors?
I'm going through that right now. Some dudes I was cool with acting funny now. Well, here's my advice to y'all. Just do exactly what I do. Act like you don't see him.
Look, and I don't, because that's right. Because they be like, "Did you see me standing over there?" No, you got to get
Nope.
closer. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. When you ignore people, they'll eventually leave you alone. They're gonna try harder for a bit, but then
yeah,
they'll eventually leave you alone. And I'm not a drama type of person. Um, I just leave that stuff where it is because if I was, it'll be a couple baby mamas' cars with the windows busted out. So I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff, especially with grown men. I
Oh
feel like
yeah.
there's enough people around here to make laugh, different ways to get money. I don't feel like I should be beefing with anybody.
right.
You know, I ain't give you no bad fuck or nothing like that. So we ain't got no reason reason to be mad at each other. So you gonna get over it or not.
Shoot,
That's how I
Miss Sheila
feel.
said they're gonna hate on you regardless because you're funny. So
That's right.
They
anytime you're a
are.
comedian, that's gonna well,
That's
somebody
true.
would have to send Miss Sheila the link because it's not an ad in like Facebook is, so we have to send you the
Oh,
link
Sheila, let me
directly.
send you the link. I'm
He's
sorry,
asking
babe,
that, yeah, come through for a little bit.
Now,
for a little
David.
bit because we've got 35 minutes of the show left. Sheila probably on her break because she's in LA. But Sheila, I
Oh, she
definitely I
early
know you
morning
can.
around there.
Whatever you want to slide in, just hit me up and let me know.
Do you have
What
any
they say.
events and stuff that's coming up? Like what do you have on your under your belt for this year, if you don't mind
This
me asking?
this this may sound funny, but I only got two events within the next year and a half. Like I'm dry right now. I'm dried in the old lady cootie cat, man.
Well,
I'm
I would
Right.
think that. Well, I mean,
I tried
just
to
like
old lady kitty
everything
cat.
does, come to an end. Sometimes you gotta assist things that might be not as up to par. So if she is, drier than outside, sometimes you gotta, be
man,
of assistance. So I would think with this
yeah.
networking and being a lot of comedians flow in and out of here, that you will not be dry. You will have more than two. So I would like to see you personally network with the other comedians in here. Like I said, I'm not, but you will hear my voice often because I'm here often, but
Hmm.
you have a lot of comedians that float in and out of this platform. You just mentioned um, what the Keenan Presents show. LA Josh Preston, I remember him. That's one person. Funny Man Green, that's the second person. Althea McFarlane, somebody you obviously know because you're here, is a third person. So three people plus, the other comedians here. No, I don't think that's will be your answer after today.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And I've proven myself many times. The great Tyler Craig when he was alive. I went on stage with him,
Yeah.
Corey Holcomb. I've proven myself to people
You said
already. It's
Corey
just
Holcomb?
yeah.
Oh,
I've
Hey,
just been
I
lost
like
in the
Corey.
sauce. You know what I'm
Reese, don't
saying?
forget to send Sheila, Miss Sheila, the link. She said
I
she's on her
sent it
way to
to
work.
her. I
Okay.
sent it to her on Messenger.
Okay.
So Sheila Jackson, go to your Facebook Messenger and you got the link there. The StreamYard link is there.
Speaking of LA, I got to do chocolate Sundays next year.
Well, that's a good thing. a very good big thing. I would love to get to the level where I can travel like you, because you can't see this, but I have a physical impairment as well, along with the eyes. I have a mobility issue. Not just me. I'm a big girl, but that's not the mobility issue. It's a nerve damage to my legs. So I walk with a cane, and sometimes it's hard for me to sit. You know, when you got flowing problems with the nerve and the flow and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's why the ADA put things in place because they can't say no. Like if you got the talent, go do it.
Look, I'm trying to get my team because I need help seeing as well too. So I'm trying to get my team together, like my team with the Morning Mac show. I want to take this on the road, like hit other people, cities and stuff. If we can, especially on the weekends, like how they be doing Fox 5, be doing a zip trip. I want the Morning Mac to make a hip trip, to different places. So
You got the platform to gather these people in. I mean, just create you a little circuit, we gonna be in what we say we in Philly tomorrow. We moving to like Orange Jersey the next night. You know what I'm saying? Just put you together a little circuit. Even if it's little to
Chitlin
nothing,
circuit.
you put chitlin circuit. Even if it's little to no money, you just line that stuff up and do it once, maybe do it twice. And that's how people get to know you. You got to take them slow steps. Let them get to know you. Keep making your videos. It may sound easy, but once you get to doing it, they're gonna remember you.
Hey,
Hey,
there she
Sheila.
go, the Sheila Jackson. That's my auntie. Much love to you, baby.
Hey,
Hi,
how you
Niece.
doing?
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Good,
Listen,
How you
y'all.
good.
doing?
I'm
Listen,
feeling
y'all.
good.
Hey, baby, how you doing? Listen, I was on Stefan Braston's show too a couple of times. Listen, I'm on my way to work. We're actually 3 hours in the back of you, so it's just 8:44 here. It's just
hmm
Okay.
8 o'clock in the morning here, so I'm in the back of you. But let me know. Just send me the link. Just send me the link
What you
for
doing
tomorrow
back
'cause I'm
there?
on my way to work. And I wanted to, I wanted to say something. He said driving an old lady scooter cat. Well, honey, I'm 66, and my scooter cat ain't dry.
Nah, nah. I didn't say what age, Miss Saturated.
Okay, 'cause some young men can't get it up now. You talking
Yeah,
to
you
Amy now,
right.
baby.
Well, that
You
means, Miss
right.
Sheila, you should be sliding right to the finish line now.
Hey, I can slide to the finish line and pass the 200, come back again.
You need
You
some
better ask
fireworks
them.
for
That's
You know
right.
what?
that.
I live in LA, but I'm originally out of Houston, Texas. So that's probably why you hear the little accent or something. Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's what
my,
That's all
that
right. That's all
is.
that,
good.
yeah,
It's
that's my, what you call 'em.
Well, it's
tomorrow
my first
is
time
Freaky
interacting with T
Friday.
Love, so I'm glad to, run into you for the first time, Miss Sheila.
Hey, nice to meet you. But you know what? I want to say something about the dude in the back. What's your name? He's giving y'all a lot of insights. I'm out
Oh,
here,
C,
and
Mr. C Net
I'm out
Evil.
here in LA, and like you said, I know people that's doing Netflix special. And I'm like, well, how in the hell did they get that? But like you say,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I know that I done been on stage with them. I'm up in there, and they know I'm finna come up in there. They said, no, I ain't going up behind Sheila. I'm not going
Mm-hmm.
up behind you. I've seen this, and I'm like, well, how did you get this here? And then, and
Because
Yeah. It's
but
about
listen,
because
opportunity, man. It's
the
about
younger folks,
opportunity. Some people have the
or
resources and they don't even know what to
thank you,
do with it. You know what I'm
but
saying?
some
And
people are knowledgeable on the algorithm too. They understand how to move
yeah,
them numbers and how to make them numbers turn. These
they're
people,
doers.
just like you see artists that you be like, there's some trash. Why is there? Why are they getting all these performances? Why they keep going on tour? Why they always here and there? And
Mm-hmm.
you know they're trash. That's
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
whoever their team is has cultivated a way to make those numbers turn online in terms of viewers. So the comedians here need to, push. If you're not already doing it, pushing more content collaboratively, so y'all can build a epicenter of, of a wave for yourselves. But
That's right.
people are moving how they supposed to move online is why the numbers are turning for them. The foot traffic like we used to do when you used to, hustle CDs at the barber shop and
Yeah,
pass
yeah,
around,
yeah.
that was your networking, which worked.
Yeah.
It did work because the
It
word of
did.
mouth was
It did.
powerful back then, but
It
it's a
did.
new wave now. So it's like people got to get hip to how to move online, how to
And you
make
know,
their, you know.
and you know what I want to say? I want to thank you for saying that because it is a new way. Because when I came out to California, it was in '97. Ronaldo Ray saw me in Houston. You know, y'all know the light skinned man with the red
Yeah,
hair,
I know what
Ronaldo
you. Yeah.
Ray.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
saw
rest
me
in
in
peace,
Yeah,
Houston.
yeah.
Ronaldo.
And I was talking to him and
B,
stuff like that. And I told him
Comment
around.
B.
He said, "You ever been to LA?" I said, "No." He had the road manager. I used to talk to the dude, the road manager from the
Consistency, Gerald.
OJ,
Yeah.
and he was with him. So he sent me some tickets, and that's how I got to LA. Now I got here in '97, so it wasn't all of this. What you see, social media and all of this, want none of that out. But now,
Yeah.
since I tell people want to come to LA, LA cold, LA vicious, LA
Yeah.
cold, LA vicious,
It
LA got a
is.
lot of
It is.
jealousy.
Yeah.
Child, it don't take nothing for you to get what they call that a backlash, a blackball here.
Oh
Nothing,
yes. Oh yes. For saying the wrong
nothing.
Yeah.
thing or something like
Yeah.
that. Somebody don't
Hmm.
like something you said.
Or
Real
maybe
quick.
But
somebody
if
just
I
don't
can say
like
one
you.
thing, Miss Jackson, for real, as a younger person, because I'm 31, I'm not a comedian or anything, but I remember the era where people would stand there and you get to listen. Number one, you would listen to a whole album when you didn't skip. You had the power to skip because we had all that,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
didn't skip because the quality of everything was put out. The level of consumption that people have is not so um, hyper speed right now. So everybody's consuming everything so fast. So you're getting washed out by people that have no reason to pick up a camera or a cell phone and record themselves now having a reason to pick up a camera and record themselves. So it makes people like y'all that actually have a avenue or a wave or a reason to be online recording yourself as comedians. It makes it harder for y'all because everybody, every time Dick and Harry wants to have a podcast, wants to have a show, they want to talk about their opinion, they want to share. So it's a, you know, y'all got to build a ship together and figure out how to navigate through this water. Y'all can't be on little paddle boats. You know, y'all really, because you're going to get washed out by all of these people that's polluting. You know, everybody's selling something on Temu or trying to partnership with TikTok and sell something, and everybody's trying to be in your face, trying to get you to follow them, and so it's polluted. As a younger person who remembers, like, well, I mean, of course you guys do, but as a younger person who remembers people taking the time to consume something before moving on versus
Yeah.
like quickly
Yeah.
like clicking and passing over, that's
Yeah.
why, in my
That
opinion.
ADHD stuff.
Yeah. So nobody can take the time to actually consume anything, let alone go to a venue, sit there and enjoy it. And, you know, people are so on the move that you can miss them. You get one shot and you can miss that shot nowadays.
Mm.
Real quick idea, baby. I had a dude tell me one time when I had came back because I started doing comedy in 2001. Then I stopped.
Yeah.
Then I had so many deaths happen so quick. I
Right.
had I had two sons and I had a husband, and they died within the span of 5 years.
Wow.
Wow.
So, so to be going to the psychiatrist, I hit the stage. You know, came back on the stage. But people, what the only thing I can tell you is, you know what? When I first started doing comedy, I started doing with white people because I knew black people was vicious, and I
You're the second
knew.
person to say that on this stream. Let me just back
They
that up and let you
are.
know.
They
You're the second
are.
person to confirm
No,
or
no,
say that.
I did that, and I went straight to Hollywood. When I got here, I did a lot of work on the movie set. You can do a lot of that. Y'all can do a lot of that. You can do a lot of that.
Mhm.
A lot of work on the movie set because they
What's
liked it,
up,
like the
Linda?
way you look. And I went straight to the white folks. So I said, you know what? And then people say, now, if somebody don't want me on their show, this is what they say. Well, you know, Sheila do white shows. I said, no, 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 no. Don't get, I
Mm-hmm.
say, don't get
Mm-hmm.
it twisted. I say, white folks give you steak and lobster, niggas give you chicken and waffles. It's a difference, okay? It's a
Or
difference.
That
nothing.
is
Or
that
nothing.
man. If you're not telling the truth, though, for real.
Yeah,
You know
it's a
how many
difference. But
times
you
y'all
know
don't been
what?
asked to do free shows for black folks?
Well, you know what? Well, you know what? And people don't take this, seriously. I had a friend of mine. All she had to do, I told her, I said, okay, give me $300. I know you. $300. Well, baby, I said, well, just, I got $100. I said, you know what? I said, what can you give me? Can you give me $75? You know, because I knew you. Baby, guess what? Came out there. She just actually wanted to see me perform and then tell me, yeah, 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 everybody like you. I'm like, no, 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 no. Well, where's my money, baby? I haven't talked to this girl in about 3 years. I said, but you know what? You brought yourself, and you brought our friendship. Cause I never do nothing for you no more, baby. I'm sorry. So
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? This is not a benevolent offering. Okay, we're not in church, honey. This ain't no free will. You understand? This is not no benevolent offering. You know, but people in California do that a lot.
Yeah.
This is a good workout city. You want to come here? You want to get on stage when you come here? Cause I'm getting ready to move. I'm gonna move either to Texas or Florida, and I'm looking at Florida. Um, um, um
Down the Florida.
yeah, I'm
Okay,
going.
you got it
Yeah,
with
wait
We,
for
Cena.
me.
I'm gonna be
Hey,
honest with you, Miss Sheila.
hey,
We need more black female comedians down here. We do.
Well,
But
I'm coming
get
down
in contact with me, Sheila Jackson Dash Murray on Facebook, Sheila Jackson Comedy on TikTok and Instagram. Y'all go to TikTok.
hey,
Y'all see my
David.
old
Brenda
self.
said, "Hey, she was saying hey to you in the comments." And then um, L.A. Josh was saying something to you, Miss Sheila. He said it's not black people, it's niggas. So be
Niggas.
aware
Wait,
because there's a
wait,
difference between black
Now,
people
wait.
and then it is, you know.
now I
So
didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. What you said? Cause you know I'm driving.
okay. So no problem. You had a comment to you in the comments that was responding to what you were saying. It was L.A. Josh Preston. He said it's not black people, it's niggas.
Well, you know what? You got
Nigga
yeah,
mentality.
because
Yep.
you got
You
niggas in
know.
our race. I mean, I teach cosmetology and barber, and I teach barbers now. And honey, my Hispanics ain't no joke. Ain't no
Yeah.
joke. I mean, they ain't no joke. I'm sorry, cause so you got niggas in our race. You know, they ain't no
Yeah.
joke. I said I got some what they call them the Mexican gangs out here. They call them some cholos, but I got them. I got them. I even got Russian students. They cold blooded with the game. I say
Hey,
I ain't got to worry about nobody. I get on stage because you know my two sons died. One of them got killed and the other one died. You know, he just grieved himself behind his brother. I said, you know what? If y'all don't laugh at my jokes when you get outside and you accidentally trip or to fall, my sons will kick y'all ass because you didn't laugh. That's what happened. My sons is right here with me. They didn't kick you. So yeah, y'all better laugh. Look at that there. And I just love my little niece right there. I like that hair, girl. I'm gonna have to
Thank
get in
you.
contact with you. Yeah, I'm a lot of fun. You know what? I'm 66, honey. I'm up there. I'm up there in numbers, and God has
Shout
been
out to
good to me.
66 years old. You know, black don't crack now. So
That's
Honey,
right.
some of it
That's
crumble.
right.
Well,
Some of
that's
it
my
crumble.
auntie. Look, she was in last year at the poolside party. Honey, Miss Sheila came out there, her bathing suit, like
Oh shoot.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
well,
think, hey,
Miss Sheila,
hey.
if you don't mind,
Yeah,
Miss
you can.
Sheila, please give us your social handles. Like, say it verbally before you roll out. I know Mr. See No Evil's gonna be in here till we close off, but I know you said you're making your way to work. I just want to make sure you say it before you leave.
Sheila Jackson Comedy on TikTok. That's me with the blonde wig on like Althea.
Right.
Sheila Jackson Comedy on TikTok. Y'all can go there and look at that little piece. You'll see me dancing or saying something. And Sheila Jackson on Instagram and TikTok. Sheila Jackson Comedy. And then Sheila Jackson Dash Murray, Murray, just like the white people out of
Okay.
North Carolina. Yeah.
Wait, what the heck? Whoa.
North Carolina.
Let me
Miss
let
Sheila.
me do a clarification. Let me do a clarification on that because when I had a baby years ago, when I had a baby and I got to the hospital, the lady, my name is Sheila Murray, Murray. When I got there, she had the wheelchair and everything. I told her, I said, baby, you can come on. I'm just walk on up. She said, and who are you? I said, I'm Sheila. I said, I'm Sheila Murray. And she said, she said, I thought you was white. I said, why'd you think I was white? I was at my son was born at the same hospital Beyonce was born. I had two children
Happy
at that
birthday again.
hospital. You know, that was called the Women's Hospital of Texas. It was you had to have money to get up in there. I lied. You know what I'm saying? I lied.
Oh.
Two babies up. I had one baby and they let me come back again. So I wanted to be treated right too. After you have
No
a
child.
baby, you eating filet mignon and having wine. Hell yeah. I ain't want to go back over there to the hood. I didn't want to go back to fourth ward. No, no, I ain't want to go back in the fourth ward. You up in after you have your babies, you laying up in a ward and four people in a room. Oh hell no! I want to be right there. That's right. That's right. So I don't care what you call me. I don't care. I like to find the things in life. I like nice shit. I'm not going for that ghetto stuff. I'm not going for that trashy shit. Get it away from me. I'm
Hey,
down.
Miss
Yeah,
Sheila.
yeah.
Um, what school you teach at? I'm trying to like give some haircuts and do some lashes. Like,
Are you in LA?
no, but I can see my way over there.
But you know
Shoot,
what? You gonna have
okay.
to.
It can
You gonna
get
have to.
done.
No, no.
Let her know
Where
it
are
can
you at?
happen. Shit.
I'm in Florida.
Okay, I'm licensed in Florida now, baby. So yeah, you got the right person to talk to. I'm licensed for barber and
See what
cosmetology
I
in Florida.
said earlier?
I,
You know,
I
you
want to
talking
give
about you only
I
got
want to
2
give
performances this year. No,
I
no, you
want to
don't.
give
You
I
got
want to
more
give
than
him
that
a
coming.
touch up with a blindfold on. I just want to scare them.
Oh no, you can make some good money. You know what? You know what? You know what? I tell people because I started this way before all y'all was born. I started this at 16 years old in 1975 doing hair. So it was just something for me to do because I always wanted to be in entertainment. I always wanted to be a comedian. I've been to acting school. I did all of this when I was in Houston. But when it was the opportunity came to me, I had 3 little children, and I had 2 little children and a baby. I didn't have nobody to keep my children. That's why I stopped and went back to beauty school to become a beautician. 3 years later, I became an instructor. But I always had in my 20s. I always had a big class because I always had the energy. And don't nobody want to go in no board class. They say, "Oh, Miss Murray here, Miss Murray here," you know. So, and I made money. I made good money. I bought my husband. I bought my husband. Okay, I'm through with this thing. Now, I bought my husband a Jaguar at 31. And 31 years later, I'm driving a Jaguar. So this is a Jag I'm in right now, y'all. You
Can I
know,
drive it?
so
You better
oh yeah,
style the
baby.
profile. Yes, ma'am.
Oh
Can I
yeah.
drive it? Can I
Oh
like?
yeah, but you know what I want to say to y'all? Whatever you do, stick with it. But they say in Houston, because we got term, they say to stick to itness. So you have
Yeah.
to stick. They make it a word. You know what I'm saying? Stick to itness. Stick to it. Stick to it because no matter because when Steve Harvey and all them with Cher Underwood and all them was on, I didn't look at it because that was the time that BET coming through and stuff like that. I didn't look at it because that was my era and I didn't have nobody to keep my children. But this is what I do love. I always love. Y'all see, I'm a chatterbox. I always love to talk. I always like for people to make people laugh. And I guess let me tell you something. That was the way out for my mom wouldn't beat the hell out of them because my mom used to beat me all the time. I mean, she get mad and look like she whipped my ass. You know what I'm saying? Her
Well,
check
welcome
was
to the
short.
club.
Yeah, you know what I do when I'm on stage? I do a little bit like this. I say, my grandmother was something else out of Louisiana. She's out of Louisiana. She used to tell me she gonna whoop me with a rose, but I used to say in my mind, "Yep, get you wait till I get grown, you get old. I'm gonna beat your ass with a rose bush." Y'all know I'm lying. I wasn't gonna hit them Louisiana people like that. Hell no, I wouldn't have been living. You know, but yeah, I do that. You know, the way you are is how you formed it at around the age 6 or 7. I read a book. I read a book. Let yeah, I'm through, y'all. I mean, I done made it. But the way you are, I read a book, and I need y'all to listen to this and write it down. It say, unlocking the secrets to your childhood memory. It's unlocking the secret to your childhood memory. It's an old book, and it's by 2 doctors, Dr. Kevin Lemer, and I can't think of the other doctor name. Read that book, and you will see why you are the way you are right now. See, we still the same little children that we was. We just grew up. You understand what I'm saying? The only thing you did was grew up, baby. You still that same person. I learned early to try to make folks laugh so people could like me. I always wanted to be liked, you know. I always want to be like, as you say in the comedy business, people look at you. I've had people tell me I'm gonna put you on my show, but when they hear me talking and I get to laugh, hell, I don't hear from them people no more. Because the situation is that people don't mind you being good, but they don't want you to be as good as them. Remember that.
Cause you be scaring people.
Yeah, she do. Yeah, she
What's
do.
Look,
up,
y'all gonna
baby?
leave my Annie alone. Y'all gonna leave
Talking
my
about beating
Annie
people with
alone.
rose
Hey,
bushes.
who is
Shit.
that? Hey, you, honey, how you? Hey, that Maurice,
That's Phil. That's
Still.
Phil Page.
Phil. Hey, Phil.
What's up,
Phil,
baby?
I don't scare nobody. You didn't see me live. You didn't see me.
Look, let me hop in to say this. It's the 12 o'clock hour, and we got 15 minutes so we can start before we wrap the show up with all the gigs where everybody going. And I know my auntie got to get into work,
Got to
so
go down. Let me see this.
yes. But you will come back tomorrow on Freaky Friday.
Yeah, send it to me. Yeah, I am. What time you come on? I'm gonna get
10:30.
out.
It's 10:30 to 12:30. I put it usually be 10:30 to whatever time they fucking feel like it. But I said, we got to trim that down. So now the morning max set time is 10:30 to 12:30 a.m. on Eastern Standard Time. So y'all got 2 hours of flavor with us every day, Monday through Friday.
That part.
Right there.
Let's go.
Well, let's go. So
Okay, I sent y'all something, and this is me on Facebook. Whenever I be on that,
Oh, I just
you're
see.
not
I already
old, so my
followed you on
student told me,
Facebook.
say Miss Murray, say y'all like say the Facebook was for the young folks, but now y'all done took it over. I said, okay, baby. And baby, what part of Florida are you in?
I'm at Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, okay, y'all. That
look, we're gonna have to network to do a Florida road trip. Like I will hit the stage
Come on
with
down. Come
any
on.
and every one of y'all. Look, we got to network together so we can all be networking on Netflix. Cause I do a show with all of you. Cause to me, all of y'all funny, hilarious. That's why y'all in, you're in my circle. That's why I'm like, come
Yeah.
on, get in. So
I
and
ain't,
we
I
can
ain't never
come
been to
together.
Maryland before. I never
You ain't never
been
been to
to Maryland.
DC, but then that means
Well,
you
I've been
gotta
to DC, but not Maryland. I've been to
that's
DC.
the DMV. That's what it's
But
called.
I ain't do no comedy there. Though. I need that Virginia area. I need that DMV area. I need all
That,
that.
that means we got to do a show and say, "Come on, Victor. Come on, Mister See No Evil. Come
Yeah.
on,
You know who I did do a show with from up there though?
L.A.
Tony
Josh
Woods.
Preston."
Nah,
Oh, that's
Tony
my boy,
Woods.
Tony Woods. Yeah,
That dude cool as hell. He had me going back and forth with him. He's silly.
yes, Tony Woods is. That's you know what? That's my muse. When I first started in 2012, the first show that I did, that's when I had a manager, and she made sure everything was going. It's so much easier when you got the manager to navigate the other stuff. I was on the show with Tony. Tony just came back from China, somewhere over there in Asia. It was China or Japan. Just came back and he said, "Althea, you funny as hell." It was me, Tony Woods, and what's that white girl name that's big now, and everybody. She's a big deal. Oh gosh, I can't think of her name. It'll come to me. Uh, we was on to hit the stage together, and he was like, "You funny as hell." He said, "You keep going," and I always call him my baby daddy. I said, "Cause he birthed the comedy person."
Yeah,
Witty,
just
that
let me
girl,
know. Y'all
Whittington.
lying. Let me
Is it
talk
Hope
to y'all
Flood?
and get that
Are you talking
lined
about?
up.
You talking about Hope Flood?
No, she said white girl.
Oh, white girl. White
Yeah,
heavy set.
no, she's skinny. She's pale. She looked like Alanis Morissette. She's a pale white girl with dark hair.
You think they talking about anybody?
Whitney Cummings. Whitney Cummings. Her.
Oh, okay.
I figured it out. I was like, wait a minute. I used to say her name all the time. Her.
Anybody.
So
My bad. I ain't know y'all heard me. My
Yeah, I did.
what you say?
Don't worry about it. You missed it. I wasn't. Whoever called it, just keep going.
I didn't hear it.
No,
I know.
you were
I
just
know. Just keep
you were
going.
describing the white girl, and I said that could be anybody.
Y'all know y'all wrong. Y'all know
Whitney
y'all.
Cummings is her name.
Yeah, that's what she said. I don't mind y'all. Listen, if y'all got some stuff up there, you know what I'm saying. That's cool with me. I know one of my homies just came down from Springfield, Mass, and we put him on stage at a couple places and got him some money and stuff like that. Man, I don't mind putting my people on. And he told me I can come on up there at the end of the summer. He gonna line some stuff up for me. I like that networking stuff. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to try to line a show up at least one time this year from the Morning Mac crew. We got to get working on it, getting it together. So, and I'm only having a few people because I'm on I'm on a tuna fish and beer budget. I ain't got no shrimp cocktail and champagne and stuff for y'all. So, but I'll do what I can do, and we make it do what it do. Do what I can do, and we make it do what it do. as long as we doing something.
Yes,
Not
man.
mad at that at
You know what I'm
all.
saying?
Yeah.
I just
Right.
want to make sure I got all y'all social media. I know I got David. I got Miss Mac and Cheese over there. But I just want to make sure y'all
Miss
I got
Mac.
everybody else too.
Respect. Oh, look, okay. Can you cook? Because I'm a big girl and I love a man that can cook. Can you cook?
Listen,
Don't
I
let
don't
this
mess with.
woman push up
Hey,
on you.
no, I'm
Mr. Big,
no, I'm a.
yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm a eater, man. If I'm messing with a
Oh,
big girl, she
oh
got to be
Lord,
able to
hold your
cook. She
blow.
got to be
Yeah,
able to
I
cook,
can. I
You
can
man.
got
burn,
one.
baby, burn.
You got
Hey,
one, Reese.
make me be laid out on the couch and just getting taken advantage of. I don't.
Itis
I
is what
can't.
they call it. They call it the
I
itis.
can't even fight back. I can't. I can't.
Would you want
Look,
to
why would you
try?
want to? Are you going to join us tomorrow for Freaky Friday? Look, see no evil when I said Freaky Friday. You got to come with the freak Nick. You know, that's where we.
I don't know. All right, now just be warned. Like you be giving your viewers and your fans, a fair warning. Just let you know, get a little raunchy on
No, it's
Yeah.
Fridays.
okay.
So
Listen,
okay,
I was bought this little portable coochie. It's white. I
oh,
could bring
okay.
that.
Shit,
I
that's the
never
new wave too.
I
Shit,
never used it, but I could bring it with me. I could just sit it
that's
up
the
on the
new
screen.
wave.
You know,
Shait,
I
talking
David,
gotta
about
you
find
ain't
it.
look.
technology.
You
I
hear
gotta
what he
find
said?
her though. I gotta find
Nick,
her. I
he
don't know
got a
where she
white
at.
portable
He's
coochie that
somewhere
Yeah,
strange.
hidden over
I
there
don't
in
know
your
where she
in your
at.
dresser,
I
hiding.
gotta find her. I gotta find her. I don't know where she at. She
She in the
hiding
dresser
somewhere.
drawer somewhere.
No, not even. I think she in the back of the closet somewhere. I'm like, what I'm gonna do
Oh
with
wow, you just be treating them just like
Said a
whatever. You
portable
just gonna
white
have her
coochie.
just collecting dust up there. That's all right. Yeah, that's why you.
That's funny.
Wait. Hold on. I feel like that was a baby daddy joke about to come out. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait.
Not at all. Not at all, there, boy.
Yeah, okay. You tried to
Nah,
blindside me. I got you now. I got you
nah,
now.
nah. One of them pocket drinks.
Look, my
Yeah.
brother's been quiet all show. Are you okay, David? David,
Yeah.
Shit.
been
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good.
David is as quiet as he always is.
Hey, my mom
Hey,
is not
Oh,
Sarah.
available.
Oh,
Sarah.
yep, he right off the
Who's
screen.
that? Wait, hold on. Who's that?
She wasn't even in the mix. We ain't leave you out, and everybody I told you that was sliding through here was gonna let you know. She is a friend of David, so I didn't know she was sitting in the environment. I would have said, "Hey, Farrah's in here."
Hey,
Or something.
Farrah. Look, David ain't tell us. David
Neither
didn't
here
say
nor
me and
there.
Farrah here.
Yeah. Hey,
He
David,
didn't
who
say
mom that
nothing.
is, bruh?
Right. Shit, 'cause I don't. I know y'all on the chicken circuit be passing joints around, but
Yeah, chitlin circuit. Yeah, it just
yeah.
that sounds
This
stink.
ain't even the chitlin circuit. This
It
ain't
sounds
it.
stink.
I know, right? No, this
Ron,
ain't even that.
sound like big business. That's what it sounds like.
But we getting close to that time, and I want to hear where Phil, you got where you at today. Phil don't even know where he is. Oh, he know he's rolling up in the ATL somewhere. Go
Hey
on, Phil. Look like roll
if
bounce.
hey bro, if you can't Google it, you're not doing the show, bro. That's it. That's it.
well, I can Google it.
You
So
can't Google it.
let me tell y'all where I'm at. I'll find this joint, but I'm leaving here. Then I'm heading to Little Rock, Arkansas for the World Series of Comedy.
Okay.
Oh, that's why they having it.
Yeah, and then I'm going to.
Don't let
I'm at.
don't let no white person convince you that they having a party at their house.
Oh
Man,
no,
please. No private events. No special
No,
affairs.
sir. No,
I think.
sir.
I think Joey said something about
Oh,
doing
Lord
that.
have mercy.
Uh-oh.
yeah,
Who's Joey? Did you get a
Joey
last
Lee.
name? Did you get a last name and social security number?
Joey
Joey
Lee.
Lee, Joey Lee. Yeah, then I'm heading to Crackpots in
Crack
Oh,
pipe.
Ohio.
Wait, what?
oh, Lord.
It sounds like he said
Crackpot,
crack pipes. He said, I'm in the crack
crackpot,
pipes.
No,
crackpot,
he said crack pot. Hold on, bro.
crackpot. The
Wait.
comedy
Oh,
club in
I
I thought he
Columbus.
said a
misheard you. I'm sorry.
crack house.
In Columbus, Ohio,
That's,
Columbia.
that's
It's in
the
the back.
other show.
It's in the back of the liquor. It's in the back of the liquor
Happy
store.
Thursday, Damien.
Yeah,
He said
yeah.
it's the back of the liquor store.
Kingsport
In the back of the
Yeah,
liquor
it's in the back
store.
of the liquor store.
Then I'm heading to Then I'm heading to Myrtle Beach for the Sanford and Son play.
Okay,
Oh, they
Oh
got to
shit,
play
I
now.
forgot
that's
about that
what's
too.
up. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Bubba. I know. I'm so proud of you.
You
Phil
bought
is
your ticket
taking his
already?
comedy on the road.
You
I'm
bought
in
your
the play.
ticket for Myrtle Beach? Oh, you in the
Yeah,
play?
Yeah,
I'm in
he's
the play.
You big dummy.
That's funny. Yeah. So we got 3 shows in Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Get some of
David
that
Green.
southern cooking, boy.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh yeah.
that's two places I love barbecue from: South Carolina and Tennessee.
Yeah. Well, I'm from South Carolina, so I'm home.
Which
Yeah.
part? Which part are you from?
Rock Hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's where my son mom is from. She from Sumter though.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm.
That's a little further down, but yeah, it's still good.
Yeah, it's still part of the yellow barbecue sauce circuit.
Yeah, there you go.
The yellow barbecue
He
circuit.
said anything but chitlin.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
I don't do no
You just
killing.
you just you
He
just
said we
reboil
ain't gonna deal with it no more. We
reboiling
gonna
the
move
doo-doo
on to
pouch,
something else.
bro.
Oh shit.
Reboiling the doo-doo
Hey,
pouch.
can you do
What
me a
you
favor?
doing?
Because I don't know if I asked you too. I wanted to, I know you were staying to the end, so I didn't. I asked Miss Sheila. But can you give us your social handles? I don't know if you did. I don't remember you saying it, but can you give us your social
Yeah,
handles if you haven't?
it's the same everywhere. TikTok,
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram, for YouTube, all them places. It's comedian. See no evil. Comedian.
Comedian, see no
You
info.
have to put
Okay.
comedian first. Comedian,
Okay.
SEENOEVIL. It's spelled correctly, not nigga rigged.
He said that nigga
It's
red.
Right.
Not with a K. It's comedian with a C,
no,
not with a
it's
K.
not the letter C
What's up,
by
Damien? Happy
itself.
Thursday.
Comedian
Hap-
see no evil.
Happy thick Thursday. Happy thick Thursday.
Happy Thick Thursday. I like that.
Thick
Wait, hold
third.
on.
I know you do. I
This
know
young
you
lady,
do.
keeps saying something, but I can't understand what she's saying. What is she saying? Is she talking to somebody in the background? Like,
Nah, you would think she's talking to somebody in the background. She's talking to you.
she is?
Yeah, talking about something. She like, well, you talking about the lady that was
No, the
Reese
other
talking
one.
about?
Yeah, I can hear Miss Mac
Oh,
and Cheese. I can't hear her.
oh yeah, nah, I don't know. Oh no, it must be distant though. She must. It's where Farrah at? You know, we talking about Farrah, funny man.
It was definitely me. It was.
It was
Yeah,
definitely you.
yeah.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
know
gonna
because
raise
your
you
voice
up,
definitely
man.
sounds different.
Hey,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
better
Farrah.
turn that camera. He gonna raise you up. I mean,
Hi.
he gonna raise her up.
Yeah. Are you a
Uh huh.
comedian too? You a comedian too, or you just hanging out?
Oh no, I am. I am.
You are? What area
Yeah.
are you in? You in Maryland
Oh
too?
no, I don't do shows or anything. I used to do one of the comedians, DG over here.
Oh, you
Oh,
He
just
I
called
you
gotta
it
just
save that
do
for
comedian.
tomorrow for
I
Freaky
got you.
Friday.
she
You
was the
just
cover
do
girl.
comedian.
She was the backstage girl. Got you.
yeah.
Yeah.
He gonna be here
Yeah.
tomorrow for Freaky Friday, so Farrah gonna
Yeah.
get
Okay, I'll be there.
Good show, DG.
Yeah.
you. Look, that's when DG really gonna get quiet.
Right?
Oh,
See,
and
and
we
that.
gonna cut that stutter out too.
Uh,
That part.
oh,
Oh.
Shit, it
See,
might bring that shit on.
all right then.
It might give
Yeah,
him a
this
little
is
piece
this
to get
is
him
the
going.
segment of the show that we go around and tell everybody where we come and we post
In this
the
lonely ass world, it's
I think
getting
somebody just told you
colder.
what it
I'm
was.
not going
Well,
nowhere
yeah,
if I
you
cannot
might
take
not
my
have heard, but he just gave his social media. So it's comedian see no evil on all platforms.
all
So can you tell me
platforms.
specifically what platforms you're on, though? I know you said comedian see no evil on all platforms, but what platforms
Yeah.
are you utilizing?
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. I kind
YouTube.
of Twitter is still there, but I logged out of it.
Okay,
YouTube.
I definitely follow you on
You're
TikTok and
all over the
Facebook.
place.
Yeah, I try to do everything. Snapchat, I would say, is the only one that I'm not on.
Yeah, that's for the honestly. The Snapchat is like for the kiddies, honestly, or
It
people who
is, it
share
is.
news. Either people
And
sharing news or the kids. So it ain't even
listen,
it's kind of weird platform over there, not really a networking platform.
I don't want to be on nothing where stuff disappearing at. I'm not doing
Yeah,
that.
like like damn, what I where it
that
go? Shit. All
Okay,
right, that's
but
was pretty good, and you just deleted it. I'm suing.
David Green, We
Yes.
see no evil. Y'all follow him on all platforms. We're gonna
Yes.
move over to my man. Oh, and come back tomorrow for See No Evil. Come
Yeah, I
back
could do
tomorrow. He's
that.
gonna
I
be
could
on
do that.
Freaky Friday. We're gonna see how freaky a See No Evil can be. So
Hey, I do this without looking, baby.
okay. So we got
I ain't
funny
judging
man,
your body. I ain't looking at that. I ain't thinking about it.
funny man David Green in the house, y'all. David Green, what
Yes.
you got on the roster and where you gonna be?
I'm going to be this weekend with our boy, the contractor. I got it right this time. The
Contract, yes.
contractor.
Contractor.
Yeah, you got it right.
And where?
Yeah.
Is this
You
is the
you
performance
building
on
building a
Wharf
house or
Road?
something?
The Wise Thing production?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and read the flyer then. This is David's event right here. This is open mic performance night. It's a Wise Thing production. Is the name of obviously the event itself, but you have what it takes to laugh, love, and live. There's dancing there, music, comedy, as well as spoken word. This is going to be on Saturday, June 28th. Doors open at 4:30 p.m. This event itself is taking place at the Pleasant Yacht Club on 1800 Wharf Road, Sparrows Point, Maryland, 21219.
Sounds bougie.
BYOB, all the adults, obviously if you're above 21, you know what BYOB is. So we don't
And
have to
that
Bring
means
repeat.
Right.
backyard band. That means bring your own bar.
bring your own bitch. That's what
Yeah, right. Yeah, so I know y'all comedians, but go ahead and listen to the flyer. BYOB though. But admission tickets are $15 at the door. If you want any further information, call or text for tickets or to perform. You can hit David Wise at 252-315-9868. Well, actually, no, this event is already probably set by now, so I highly doubt you can do that, but you can still call Dave Wise for information.
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you
You can call for tickets and everything though, but I think I was the last performer. Actually, I
You
wasn't
if
actually
supposed
secured
to.
the spot. We about to talk
Actually,
about that after the show on our how we orchestrating that to get there and be in support and all
right.
that. So we talking about that after the show. We got
Okay.
about 10 minutes left, Reese. So I don't know, but you
Okay,
know.
the next
And
flyer.
also the July the 4th at Mezzo's.
Okay.
Yeah, be performing with
Do you remember the
Nemo
address
and
for that, or you have that in your phone at all?
um,
Just read it off. That, that's you.
let's see, it's
Mm.
no, I don't.
Wait a minute.
No,
All
and the
right,
4th of
that's
July
fine.
next
Like if you
weekend.
can remember
Have
that
it
fair,
it's
tomorrow.
or if y'all
Oh
next
yeah,
Friday.
yeah,
try to
yeah.
you have it.
It's
Good.
114 South Center Street, Cumberland, Maryland, 21502. Mezzo's. $15 a ticket from me or $20 at the door.
That's what's
Said
up.
Lizzo's? Is that what you
Mezzo's.
Oh.
You said Lizzo's.
That's a big
No,
event
Mezzo's.
space. Lizzo's.
And I know the other flyer. I know Sheila. I mean not Sheila. Dr. Lady J has an event coming up. I don't know if we have the flyer for that. Um,
Yeah,
also,
I don't remember her submitting a flyer. There it is. Okay.
yeah.
This is, let's see, E2R award ceremony, from evolution to resolution. I see a couple of different faces there. I'm assuming it's going to be from left to right. So you have Honorary Troy R. Jones on the left side, and then you have
Mhm.
6 other participants in this event. These are men that are receiving awards for turning their lives around. So men that have previously been incarcerated are joining the program, putting in some community service hours. I believe it's 300 hours of community service, she said.
nice,
And
nice.
I know there's other resources attached. I just can't remember off the top of my head, but I know she does help men that have done things to kind of do something to harm or set themselves back in life, and she helps them kind of get back into the system. So she not only works with men, I know she works with some of the women's correctional facilities as well. I'm not sure if she has the same type of event, but I do know she has a tea party that I believe is actually has a set date and will be coming up soon. But as far as the men here,
Oh,
since they're up on the
that's
screen, let me go ahead and give
nice.
them, But Ray Moore, Bakari Atiba, Jamar Russell, Joseph Jones, Rodney Lomax, and Wayne Bruton are the honorees. So this is going to
A
be
tea
on. This
party?
is June 20. Well,
Hmm.
no, for the women. I'm sorry if I confuse anybody. There's a tea party for the women. I just
Oh.
don't know if that's coming
Ah.
up or Yeah,
I
so
want to do
she.
your.
I'm saying that she works with both men and women. But this is going to be on Sunday, June 29th from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. The venue space is at 5814 Harford Road in Baltimore, Maryland. Hosted by Lady J, and the tickets at the door will be 25. You can. There's a Zelle number. I'm not sure what that's for, but there's a Zelle number. It says Zelle 443-297-4753. I don't know if that's if you want to go ahead and buy your tickets from there. I'm assuming.
Bring your own easy bake oven.
That's
That's
gonna
for the
get
women.
dinner with your ticket.
Maybe all the women will have little crumpets and stuff like that. But I know the guys, it's a little separate event. But I know
Cookies
she
and
does
finger
work with both
food.
women and men on a serious note. So she does have something for the
Women
women and
and
something for the
finger
men as well.
food.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah,
got you.
and hats. We
Got
need to
you.
wear a hat.
Well,
What's the
whatever
next
kind
one?
of food it is, it's still an event that's helping people that got,
Mo-
incarcerated
That's
or
that's
have
pretty
done something
awesome.
in their past. Yeah.
Molly, you
Pretty
got my
awesome.
poolside event flyer next.
I I want to come to that.
The poolside
When
event.
when is that?
That
This is
is,
going to the poolside event.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It's
Win
going to be a
Factor.
lot July 26th, August 20 I'm sorry, July 26th and
Ah.
August 23rd.
It's two
Okay,
Um
20
shows.
August. August. I'll holler at you. But July, I'm gonna be in
yeah.
St. Louis. I'm gonna be in St. Louis
Okay.
at that time.
So this summer save the date poolside comedy show is hosted by the Gwen Factor, as everybody knows. That frequents the show and watches the show. They hear her name on different things that she has going on. This is one of those events that I heard is jumping. I heard like great things about the poolside event. So I heard it's a nice space. The festivities is jumping, it's popping. So July 26th, August 23rd. You can RSVP your attendance by reaching out to her. I believe her number is, or the number just to reach out to in general is 301-957-0401 for early bird special. So you get some type of amenities for purchasing your tickets before everyone else. I'm not sure what that is, but that's what
Right.
it says
And
on the bottom.
y'all can hit me up too for tickets because I'll be at both events, at both functions, so definitely hit your girl up. Yay! I'm part of the stack. Hey, I might be
Oh,
hitting the
okay.
stage, so and I'll be telling jokes the whole while I'm there. Y'all know me. I'm the meet and greet person that you see, and I'll tell you where you going to be. So
Well,
that's why you can't
I
get in
walk
the
we
right
got
function
past
about
you.
without seeing me.
I walk
I
right
know we got
past you.
about probably like 5 minutes left. I don't know if you have any closing remarks at all or anything you want to say.
I
Yeah,
just
this.
want to
Yeah, this was fun.
I want
I
to
Yeah.
thank
liked
you
it.
for coming
I'm
on,
glad you
Victor, and I hope
enjoyed
to see
yourself, bro.
you.
I'm glad you was here for real.
Thank
This
you.
No,
this is a
I
nice
hope to see
change
you
for the show.
tomorrow, literally, because my eyes
Yeah.
be acting funny. And thank you for the advice. Now you got me rethinking and about to go up there and cuss that doctor out.
Hey, you know what? Hey, in order to feel my pain, let me do it to you.
That's why every time you see me, say, I'm sorry out there. I'm sorry out there. I'm sorry out there. I'm like, it's
Yeah,
okay, Dr. Jennifer.
I was counting. This is how many pokes you finna get.
Mhm. Well, I
But
hope
Yeah,
everybody.
up there,
yeah,
you can't
I
complain.
could be through. I could be through tomorrow, but I gotta log in and do some work first. So it's probably gonna be maybe around like 11. I'll tune in. I'll
Okay.
jump in.
No
Shoot, that's not a
problem. We
problem at
here
all.
Monday through
Shoot.
Friday
That's when they
from
get kicked up. That
10:30
second
to
half, everybody
12.
get warmed up and acclimated. Now they want to start talking nasty shit. So after the first hours when it kick up, you might
Uh,
jump in the heat. You might want to ease your way
Yeah, when
into it.
David
Just listen
Green
while
hit
you
the
before you
scene,
get on.
yeah, that's all
the
right.
sexy
That's all
But
right.
now
woman.
you enjoy yourself though. You'll have
Uh,
fun.
I will. I mean,
Mm.
to all the ladies, you ever had a blind stalker before?
I'll be working overtime tomorrow. I mean,
Maybe I smell
I'll
you.
still be on, and what I mean, I'll be doing the tray. You know what I mean? What I mean, pop in when I can and
Yeah.
everything like that. But
Uh-huh.
Okay, so they got you in the daytime too. Woo. Okay, David.
But please, y'all, please do network. What is your first name? I'm sorry.
Zeph.
Zeph. Okay, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
please, please get acclimated with some of the people that is passing through here because I want to see y'all comedians, the people that have something specific that they do out here in terms of being in front of cameras and performing and doing venues and stuff like that. I hope to see y'all network because I would love to see a lot of these different entities. There's a lot of personality and stuff on here that needs to be merged together because these personalities, I mean, y'all have a career path that your personality is monetary, by
Yeah.
default. So I
Yes,
hope
sir.
that you guys do, get acclimated.
You
Yes.
sound like you sound like management material, man.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Like
something around that. Something
For the
around that.
last 3 minutes, I want to tell everybody to tune in tonight at 7 p.m. My LA Josh Preston.
Oh yeah, I
7
forgot about that.
p.m.
I'm so sorry, Josh. My bad.
7
That's right.
p.m.
That's right.
podcast. See, I'll never forget you, Josh. I'm
Send me
your
the
girl. That's
link.
why I'm something like a co-host on the show.
Send me the link. I'll check
You
it
got a
out
bunch
too.
of jobs. You
Hi
forget.
y'all, what up everyone? This is LA Josh Preston, host and producer of the podcast with LA Josh Preston, every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook Live and on Twitch. But in the meantime, you're listening to Althea McFarland and the Morning Mac Show. Hey, play with it, but don't play with it.
Don't
Look
play
like
with
Wake up with the sun in a
Well
steaming
said.
cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up.
Yeah.
The morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow.
Friday,
Started
y'all.
right, let your
It was
energy
definitely a
flow.
good show today.
High takes
This
rising
is
like
what
the
I like to
morning
see. I
dew.
love
Fresh ideas and a
different
laughter
energy
from
flow
the
throughout
words
here.
that
So
take
Miss
you
Sheila, I
back.
added you on Facebook. I know you probably already at work by now, but I added you on Facebook. I really want to see these things happen with the comedians on here.
Let's do
And I
it.
can celebrate y'all. I'm not a comedian, so there's no benefit to me. But I will wholeheartedly celebrate anybody that's getting together to make some shit happen in 2025 because a job is not enough. If you got
Nope.
talent, utilize it. Make your bread.
We
That's
got
all I'm listening
talent.
to y'all.
Don't go
That's right.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Stick to hold tight. You talking the back.
Okay.
I don't want you to link out yet.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, he ain't said okay.
Now that's Atlanta. They ain't getting no crunk in the system.
Ain't none of that.
David Green, what a thing, my man. Love you, David.
Oh yeah, back. Yeah.
Hey, DG, have me some mamas, somebody mama up there when I come through.
Don't let him get you. He gonna get you. He be like, I smell you.
Right.
Where you at?
I want to smell collard green juice on my shirt. Come on, man.
Neck bone, collard green.
Molly Ball, we love you, Molly. Big Trey. Yeah.
New
That's my
ideas
phone.
with a sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the
Hey, Rich, I thought you were trying to get Phil robbed or something. No, you said I'm in Atlanta, and you was like, "Hey, everybody, Phil's lost in Atlanta." I'm like, "Oh, damn, you can't call him out like that."
I'm gonna show you that red dot you drive through. Go home. Taking this low. Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow.
I'm adding you on Facebook now on my laptop.
Roll out of
What name
bed,
is
bring
it
your
coming
dreams
from?
alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story
all one word.
unfold.
Yeah, separate.